What's up, good people? How y'all doing today? I wanted some veggies, and I had this hummus that we had a like a little tailgating potluck at work or what have you, and I bought 2 of these, but people only ate 1. So I was like, oh, well, I'll take my little hummus back home. Okay. So this is like, I got this from Aldi, and it's like this little assorted thing. You got the classic red pepper, garlic, and cilantro jalapeno. And Trader Joe's has a really good cilantro jalapeno hummus. I love it so much. But clearly that's not what I got today. And I'm gonna do a little ranch right here on this plastic. So I don't have to dirty up anything. And then it's gonna be good. I also got some guacamole because I really want that. So of course I got some green peppers, some yellow, orange, red bell peppers, and then I got some carrots and some cucumber. And I might eat some of those tortilla chips. But anywho, it's been a little minute. My apologies for the delay in video. I was actually on vacay. I went to California to see my cousin. To one, hang out with my family. I was in the Bay Area. They live near Oakland. I don't know which one is which. Let's see. Oh, this one is a classic. This one's roasted garlic. That roasted garlic was hitting for everything. So one of them actually lives in Antioch, and the other is my dad's sister and her children. So my aunt and one of the oldest daughter lives in Vallejo. Yeah. The youngest daughter lives in Antioch. And I stay with the one that lives in Antioch. Okay, that's got a little kick to it. So I was there from last Thursday until yesterday. It was so much fun. So much fun. I freaking love cucumbers and ranch. So if I had driven, like if I had I feel like this is an oxymoron kind of. To eat red pepper hummus with red pepper. But yeah, if I had rented a car, which originally I was gonna do, just because I didn't know what her schedule was gonna be like. And if she had to work, you know, I didn't want to have one to be stuck in the house and her having to chauffeur me around or what have you, you know, or be concerned, you know, about me being stuck. But she's an entrepreneur now, so she works for herself, because that's what the definition of an entrepreneur is. And we kicked it all weekend, whole time I was there. So the first day we kind of just chilled, just caught up. We text every now and then, but really hadn't like given each other an update on our lives. So caught up the first night, had some in and out. Now, although I did bring my stuff to do a video, just didn't do it. But like I said, if I had drove, like I would have did it. Like I would have did car mukbangs. Like I would definitely did one for In-N-Out. And it was funny because when I got there, it was like, what time did my plane land? Their time. I think it landed like 6. About 6 something their time. So I had left right after work. So I was a little hungry. But she wasn't cooking that night. It was totally fine. She was like, what do you want to eat? I was like, well, I definitely want to be a little touristy and get some In-N-Out burger, and it's one right by her house. So got some In-N-Out. I got a double. And In-N-Out is so inexpensive. Like, I want to say the little combo I got couldn't have been more than $5 for a combo. Like, I got the double. I paid, it was $18 altogether, and we got her kids 2 singles and a fry, and then I got the combo. Yeah. And of course, I got some animal style fries, which was the bomb. Okay. So good. And then, so we already knew Saturday was the concert. We saw Beyonce and Jay-Z in Santa Clara. So that day was planned, but one of her really good best friends, her birthday was actually the same day as my mom's birthday, which was last Friday. So we her friend had it like a birthday dinner / karaoke night or what have you. We were super late to the karaoke night. We basically, like, we got, I think she said it was from 8 to 10. We got there extreme CP time at like 9:40. Missed the whole thing because it was in Oakland, but she lives in Vallejo. I mean, in Antioch, it was like 45 minutes, an hour away. So if it was right up the street, we'd have been cool. But we were both kind of like sluggish. So what did we do earlier that day? We went. I ate some really good food, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't do any videos, but I was having fun, y'all. Earlier that day, we drove to Vallejo because her mom was keeping my little cousins, and then we went to get her car wash. While we were getting a car wash, we went to this place called Buttercup. Oh, which that reminds me, I didn't finish my dang on chicken Alfredo. I'm salty. I had some chicken Alfredo, and we got some really good. We had some buffalo wings for appetizer. We both got Alfredo, but she got shrimp, and I feel like they did her sauce better. Like the Cajun sauce, they kind of mixed the seasoning in the sauce, which I thought it was gonna be like just some Cajun chicken on top of it. with like a normal sauce. I mean, it was good. It was just, I don't know. They had apple upside down pie, or upside down apple pie or something, and we were like, never heard of that. Anybody ever heard of that? Like, we said, you know, way back in 1852 when the diner opened, grandma dropped a pie on the floor, and you know what I'm saying, or tried to get it out the thing, and ended up, you know, turning it upside down, and was just like, oh well, there's no way I'm gonna be able to turn this back right side up without the appearance, you know, without sacrificing the appearance. So we're just gonna keep this upside down, and ever since then, they've been having upside down apple pie. That's the only logical explanation that we could come up with. Because otherwise, why? Because I more so like the, you know, how top of the pie looks. Anywho, just being really goofy. And we had some really good buffalo wings there. Like, the way that they did the breading. I'm trying to think if there's a popular place that I can describe how this breading was. I don't know, but it was good. Probably, if you ever had KFC's wings, they're like barbecue wings though. Like how crunchy the coating was, but it was still covered like in sauce. That's how I think I could describe it. They were really good, and they were like, they had a really nice kick to them. And the ranch, their ranch was so good. And I was telling her about how I felt like I was a ranch connoisseur, and we both went ballistic talking about how Wingstop has some really good ranch. She has one of those by her house too. The ranch was the bomb. Oh, that's when she still had Alfredo too. I hope they enjoy it. So yeah, and then after we were stuffed, went to get the car, went back to her place. What else did we do? I feel like we did something else. Oh, we stopped at the, we stopped at the, I think we did. She had a Burlington by her house. I love Burlington. I really vow to forever be a bargain shopper because I like my money to go a long way. You know? Well, this dress I have on, actually, I got it from Burlington a couple years ago. Probably like 2 years ago, I would say. Was it 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year? I don't know, but I love Burlington. The only thing I will say about Burlington is that sometimes, like a lot of the things I got from Burlington, the hem has come out of them, and I've had to like, well, I need to get the hems redone on the. What's up, buddy? You no, yeah, you can't. He just got the shower. And he's doing this newfound thing. Don't put that shirt back on. Newfound thing where I don't know if he's like the man. He thinks he's the man in the house or something, but likes to walk around without a shirt on. That's fine with me.
Hey, people.
Boy, you got Vaseline.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't worry about me.
Back up off my water, bro. Go do your homework.
Homework. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I need to get the Hims thing, but it's okay because, well, you get what you pay for, but also, it's totally fine. Oh, wow. Oh, excuse me. We have a lady at work who does, like, you know, alterations or what have you. I just haven't taken all my stuff there to get it fixed up. So went down the wrong pipe. Now this one, the cilantro jalapeno, that's good, but it's got nothing on Trader Joe's. And actually it's pretty funny because this one was gone first out of all these different flavors. So, but we still got back in enough time. I feel like we still got back in enough time to make it to karaoke on time. So I don't know what happened because I feel like we got back like maybe like 6 o'clock or close to it, but couldn't tell you what happened. We get karaoke. It was at an Asian restaurant, and it had a little private room where you could have parties and have your own karaoke party. It had a couple of different rooms, and it was fun. It was cool. I wish we had been able to be there for longer because karaoke is my jam. Okay, I love karaoke. I will, like, when I was in college, one of my really good friends, calling my big sister, that was all we did was karaoke. I would do karaoke over going to the club, like, but that's me. I like to sing, so. What was I saying? Oh yeah, karaoke is my jam. Like, I would go, like I said, I would go to karaoke over going to the club any day. Even to this day. Like, I love karaoke. I just love to sing. Actually, it's pretty entertaining. Because I don't really drink. So, to see other people do karaoke sober, so many laughs. So much fun. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was showing you guys Which one is it? This one is the roasted garlic one. That's why it's almost gone because it's super good. Roasted red pepper, like my dad makes a really good one. This is the original, and this is the cilantro and jalapeno. Like roasted red pepper, I don't know how to feel about it. Although my dad makes a really good one. Here's the bottom. This might be the most vegetables I've eaten in days. Well, I had salad when we went to the Buttercup place. Oh yeah. Went to karaoke. We only got to sing a couple songs. The karaoke machine is like you couldn't really find like songs. Like they only had a limited selection of each artist that you looked up. But I don't really know what the deal was. I wasn't the person operating. Like they didn't have it. Like we basically like, you know, you pick your own song. You work the machine yourself. So I don't really know if it was like user error or what. I didn't get close enough to the machine to know. The couple songs that I did sing, I just sang whatever played. One of the songs was Deuces by Chris Brown, and the other one was Caught Up by Usher. And I've been having that Caught Up song in my head. I think I've been secretly singing it like since that night, for real. So then after karaoke, we went to a little bar. That was interesting. So the karaoke spot was in Oakland. Went to a little bar in Oakland. That was interesting. This class from 1988 was having their like reunion get together there. I was born in 1988. And that was their high school reunion, okay? And they was in there getting down, celebrating. It was awesome. And then there was another little birthday party in there. I hear their food was really good, but we didn't. I think I was still full from the food that we ate earlier that day. Like we pigged out. So we were sat at the bar. People watched. A lot of people bought the birthday girl a lot of drinks. It was some people, a lot of her people, family and friends came. Most of the people that were at karaoke, and then other people came. There was some cuties in the building, y'all. Okay. There was some cuties. It was this old man. Well, he wasn't old. He wasn't that old, but he was older than me. He had a beard that he had like parted in two. It was, I mean, when you think about it, it was quite impressive because it was really straight. I hope maybe he flat ironed it, but hopefully not relaxed it. Put any chemicals in it. But he had braided it, and then he put like 2 beads on the end of it. That was interesting. But it was really fun. He asked me to dance, and it was so much fun dancing with him. He was a character. And then, of course, he tried to, like, you know, want to converse with me afterwards, which was, I mean, it was cool, but it was just like, not really from here, like, leaving on Tuesday, like, you know, no exchange of numbers. But I did see some other really cute ones, some younger ones, more my age in there. This guy that was in the fraternity Kappa Alpha Psi, he licked my cousin. Totally random. And she had a boyfriend. And she told her boyfriend afterwards, and he was like, ooh, He lucky I wasn't there. But we were just like, if you weren't there, I mean, if you were there, he would have never did that. He probably would have never approached her because you guys would have been booed up the whole time. So, we all have fun. We stayed there. We really just sat down, people watched, really. Conversed with my cousin and her friends. Danced a little bit. Just funny memories I was thinking about. So then we closed that place out. We left when it closed, which I feel like it was really like fairly early. So we had to drive the birthday girl home. No, I lied. How much? Maybe it wasn't that early because essentially maybe it was like 1. I feel like it was like 1, and I feel like that was a little early for an establishment to be closing, but probably just because it was a bar. It wasn't like a nightclub or anything. So we had to drive her friend, the birthday girl, home. She had got a little wasted, okay? Well, not wasted, but she was definitely feeling it, so. We drove her home. Well, we went to go get her car, and then while we were waiting for her to come outside, there was this guy. Kid you not. I mean, I saw him while we were in there, and we all had the same thought. He looked like Joe Budden. So much like Joe Budden. Had mannerisms and everything. But it looked slightly better. Well, not slightly better. Way better than Joe Budden. He's such a little cutie. So while we were sitting outside, I was like, hey, excuse me, sir. Anybody ever tell you ever look like Joe Budden? And he started laughing. He was like, it's actually hilarious because I get that all the time. And he was like, well, actually, Joe Budden looked like me because I'm older than him. I said, I know that's right. So we struck up a little conversation, asked like, hey, well, where you from? What you doing? Just conversing. And then he was like, well, I told him I wasn't from here, from California. Just there visiting, going to see Beyonce concert. He was like, yeah, I heard it was really nice. He was like, when you leave? I was like, I don't leave until Tuesday. He was like, oh, put my number in your phone. We'll definitely hang out before you leave. So, yeah, the next day was the concert. So we went, and that morning we got up. We went to go get pampered, got nails done. And this color is super cute. It's super cute. Getting on my hands and my toes. These nails are super long for me. Like, I haven't had my nails done in so long. And then to, like, get this long, it's definitely a change. Like, I was at work today. I'm definitely struggling to type on the keyboard. So, got our nails and toes done. Went to get our makeup done. And then we drove to Santa Clara. We got there pretty early, so we just hung out. Went to a couple little shops that was around there because my cousin wanted to get like some jewelry. We ended up getting like some last minute like cheap jewelry just because we had jewelry, but. And then concert time, we stayed at a hotel that was near the venue. So we Ubered to the concert. That wasn't too bad. We didn't get dropped off right in front of the concert, or right in front of the stadium. It's a Levi Stadium, just because, I don't know, for security reasons, I suppose. And then we had to check our purses, which I thought that was really weird. But I mean, clearly I limit my my manager asked me what kind of rock was I living under, because apparently they've been doing that, and I just haven't. But I haven't been anywhere, clearly. So, last concert. What was the last concert I went to? Chris Brown concert. Like Valentine's Day. What year? Some couple years ago. Well, with my best friend. So yeah, that was weird, but whatevs. We were kind of annoyed by it because it's just like it's kind of inconvenient. I wish I had known, you know what I'm saying. I would have tried, planned to have I actually did plan to have a smaller purse, but my cousin was like, I didn't bring one, but I was gonna buy one. But she was like, "Hey, I got a clutch you can wear," and the clutch ended up being way too big. So we get in the concert. The concert was amazing. It was so good. It was like 3.5 hours. DJ Khaled opened up the one. I don't know what their names, Chloe and Sasha. I could be making it up, but the one twin. They're twins, and they performed first. Then,
hi, people out there. Fortnite dance, loser dance.
This boy never played Fortnite a day in his life. I don't know how you know all these dances. It's cool. I feel like I'm always, I am always shiny, really. All right, so the concert was awesome. DJ Khaled opened up. He brought Sage the Gemini out. He brought Naughty by Nature, and I'm so upset that I missed them, but I had to run to the restroom. But they did OPP, and it's so ironic. I not kid you not, I had just brought that song up like the day before or something, or maybe it was on the ride to my cousin's house from the airport. Another story for another day. So then who else did he bring out? I love Sage Gemini, by the way. Cash Doll. I feel like maybe I'm missing somebody, but I don't know. So that was cool. And then, of course, Jay-Z and Beyonce came, and it was awesome. Now, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. I am a hater. I'm definitely a hater. I don't hate on her. She's definitely a great performance. She put on an amazing show. And this is the second time I've seen her. I got my money's worth. That's for darn sure, or what have you. I just I love, I'm really into music, and I love people that can really, really sing. And not to say that she can't sing, because who else can sing and dance as hard as she's dancing, and sing live? You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely amazing. But I don't know. I guess maybe you have to be a singer to understand where I'm coming from. I don't know. But anywho, nevertheless, the show was amazing. I give props where props are due. Jay-Z was awesome. He had the crowd jumping. It was amazing. And of course, when Ape Shit came on, I love that song. I was going crazy because that when I first heard Everything Is Love, the Carter's new album, that song I put it on repeat. I don't know how many times. It was a really good song. And then yeah, that was it. So then after the concert was a total disaster. It was a total disaster. We ended up so they had a designated area and this area was the only area that Ubers could come and pick people up. And it was a 2-mile walk away from the stadium. So, and I forgot to tell people that part of the story because that was the kicker. So, I got my heels on, although I had brought a pair of flats or whatever, just because I thought I was going to keep them on the whole show, but actually I took my shoes off and I was just standing there because, who's seeing me? Nobody. It's dark outside. So yeah, I had my shoes off for the whole concert, but, I put my heels back on and we walked to the Uber thing, and, we walked most of the way there, and then we caught a little buggy to the rest of the way, which was just over this little bridge or what have you. But it was just crazy. They blocked off a lot of the streets that the Ubers would take to get there. So that was annoying. We had an Uber set up right when we left the concert, but we couldn't find him because he wasn't in the designated area. I don't know where he was. I wasn't familiar with the area. I wasn't going to be walking around looking crazy. So I just was like, go ahead, we'll try to find another one, because there were a lot of different Ubers and stuff in the parking lot, but clearly they probably had already been, reserved for somebody else. So, excuse me, we waited. It took us 2.5 hours just to get back to the hotel, and the hotel was 10 minutes away. We tried to get other Ubers and Lyfts. It just was not working out. Like, the prices just kept going up. So I was really reluctant. But at the same time, it's just like, I need to get this because we need to get back. So then we ended up waiting for her friend to come and my cousin's friend to come and get us. But it was still a long wait because they were stuck in traffic. So it probably took them like 30-45 minutes to get there. When I tell you guys, I had the biggest attitude ever. Like, I didn't even talk to my cousin. I was just like, I can't talk right now, because if I do, like, you know, I definitely don't want to take it out on her. It's not her fault, but just the whole situation, it was annoying for sure. But we finally we got back to the hotel, made it back eventually, and it was cold, and I didn't realize how cold it gets at night in California. I thought that the weather was just as it is here in Ohio, and I was just like, I should have brought a jacket, but I didn't, because I thought it was going to be warmer. And then where she lives, it gets really, really hot in the summertime. And so when I looked at the temperatures, I was like, oh, well, it's going to be hot here. And it wasn't really that. It was just as the Ohio weather has been, which is like, I mean, it was like Ohio 80s. It wasn't like California 80s or whatever. So that was interesting. But yeah, so I was cold. I was like tired. I was annoyed or whatever, just about the situation. So whatever, but we made it back safely, and we had a great time at the concert, so that was cool. And we looked cute. We were super cute. So yeah, that was concert day. Then the next day, what did we do? We had a brunch. The same friend whose birthday was that Friday had a brunch on that Saturday. We went. Her friends are absolutely hilarious. It was all women. And we were just in there having a good time. And then after the brunch, we went to a festival. It was called Oktoberfest, but it was like Oktoberfest, like a beer fest or what have you. That was super fun. We just had a good time. It was music playing. We ate some good food. I think the birthday girl got some oxtails. My cousin got this big ass sausage. That's what it was called, big ass sausage. And then later on that night, was it that night? Yeah, later on that night. Yes, later on that night, Sunday night, I went and went on a date with Joe Budden. And not the real Joe Budden though, but he looks like Joe Budden, and so that's what we just end up calling him Joe Budden. So we just went, like, I was full from the festival, and I think he was watching a game, so he probably was eating something, and so we just went to go get some dessert and just, you know, had good conversation. It was awesome. It's just like, oh, why do you live all the way out here in California, or like why couldn't I have met you, like, you know. But anywho, we probably may or may not, we'll stay in contact or what have you. Who knows how in depth or what have you. But he was really cool, such a sweet guy, super cute. So yeah. And then on Monday, we went to San Francisco. We caught the ferry, which I was so super, super excited about, because the last time I went and visited them, I didn't get to catch the ferry because we didn't have enough time. So I just, we didn't have enough time to get on the ferry. So we drove to San Francisco. But this time we got on the ferry. It was pretty fun. My cousin was laughing at me because I didn't realize the ferry ride was as long as it was. Like, I thought that it was like a 20-minute ride or what have you. No, we were on that ferry for an hour, and I just didn't even realize. It was pretty funny. So we got to San Francisco. We walked down. We were gonna scoot these little scoots or whatever, but I had to do some orientation stuff or whatever to even do the scoot. So we ended up walking from Pier 1 to Pier 39. And we went and ate at, I don't know what the name of I forget what the name of the restaurant was, but it was a really nice restaurant, classy, okay. And we had this shellfish platter, basically, that had mussels, clams, shrimp, and crab. My cousin substituted everything that wasn't shrimp and crab for shrimp. They gave her more shrimp. She didn't like clams or mussels, but let me tell you. Hopefully I remember. to put the picture, I will put the picture like right here. When I tell you, this food was so good, and they put this like garlic butter sauce on top of all the seafood, and it was at the bottom of the plate. Like, I'm like sopping up all of the garlic, okay? Like, it looked like it was like minced garlic or what have you, and butter with whatever other seasons they put on there, or maybe it was just legit just garlic butter. I don't care what it was good. It was so good. I wanted to be like my dad, who, when we went to Papados one year, they gave us mussels as an appetizer, or we got mussels for an appetizer. The mussel juice was so good, he drank the juice out of the bowl. We actually all did, because it was really that good. And now they don't even sell mussels anymore, which is so sad. And I probably got a love for mussels from my mom, because my mom loves mussels. Anywhere if they have mussels, she will get them. So we did that. The food was amazing. They had some really good bread. It was like a sourdough bread, I think. And then I got some French fries, because I just wanted some fries. Even though my food came with like potatoes, like sliced potato, I still wanted some French fries. Because I almost was going to get some fried seafood, but that platter just was sounded really good. So after we left there, I wanted to get some souvenirs or what have you, because every time like my dad has traveled, he's always brought us back like a t-shirt from wherever he travels to. So now that I'm all adulting and everything, I try to do the same thing. So I let my cousin talk me into get him a robe, apron, but now I'm thinking about it, might be too small. But I'm gonna let him see it and try it on and see if he wants it or what have you. If not, I'll keep it. But it's a nice little apron. It has like a picture of the San Francisco Bridge or the Bay Bridge. I don't know. Don't give me the line. I don't know which one it is, but one of those bridges. It's the one on Full House. That one. And then I got my son some souvenirs, which I'm glad I thought about that, because I still haven't given them to me yet. But that's what we've been running. We just actually got home not too long ago. He had football practice. So we took some pictures, ate that good food, and then have to get back on the ferry so we get home. The last ferry left like, I want to say like 2 hours after we got there, so we really didn't have a whole lot of time, but the food was worth every minute, second, penny that we spent on it. So I was that day. Then we got home. We got back to her place. Her mom and her sister came over. Her sister's 2 children came, and we just stayed up all night. Not all night, but stayed up until we probably got back home or to her place maybe about 9, I would say, ish, because we got to Vallejo, where we caught the ferry, at like 9 something. No, 8 something. So their mom and her sister and my little cousins came over, and we had great conversation. I mean, we were clowning the whole night until probably like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And then they left. I mean, it was just funny. Like my nephew, like I always want to call my little cousins my little nephews. My little cousin, he's 19. I appreciate him so much, but he is like if you know what woke is, like he's woke, but sometimes somebody can be a little too woke. You know what I'm saying? Homie is a little too woke, but I appreciate the fact that he is just not, a youngster who is oblivious to things out here and just like, just blind to what's really going on in the world. He actually is very conscious or what have you, and knowledgeable about some things. But it was just funny. Yeah. So, anywho, I have clearly talked your ear off to death about this trip, but thank you for listening. I had a good time. Such a good time. Had a ball. I have not I've had that much fun. I mean, I've had fun, but like I haven't just been on the go like that in a long time, or at least not anything non mother related, I just have some really adult mommy time, me to myself. So it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it, hanging out with them. Oh, and we were helping her son with his homework. My cousin's son, he's in the 4th grade. The cousin I stayed with. And it was a cool little game though. It's like you started at the bottom of the page and there was a base word or what have you, and then it would give you a clue and tell you what to do with the word to get to the next word. So like, say it was like something that you do when you get bags or something, and it was like change one letter, or it was like add a letter or something like that. And then it was shop, and then the next clue was this is something you do when you send off a package or something. That wasn't the clue, but this word was the word, and then it was like change one letter, and it's like ship. So it was pretty cool. It was like adding letters, taking away letters, changing letters. Like, it was really fun. Yeah. And it just goes to show like how much stuff has changed, since we've been in school. Like, I don't ever remember doing that type of stuff. But yeah, we probably did. I just don't remember. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching my veggie excursion here, and listening to my really in-depth, possibly boring story about my latest trip to the Bay Area, California. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel or what have you, and even hit that little bell so you can get notifications whenever I post a new video, especially when I go through times like this when I've clearly been gone for a couple days. But yeah, so anywho, thanks you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in another video, and I hope all is well. Yeah, all right, well, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.